Okay, so bear with me. Trying AirPod audio for the first time out here. There's a lot of background noise, so hopefully this helps. But the Stinger now has its extended pusher and has a really, really nice snap on the trigger, which is what we wanted. So we're gonna go ahead and go back inside and reassemble and throw a battery in her and make sure it's actually gonna work. It's probably a good place to start. All right, so we're back inside here. My only concern with these flywheel cages is obviously the barrel really should be kind of as close and or in the groove as possible to stop the darts from, going into this gap, flying into the shell. So I'm just gonna take a hobby knife, and I have this little ledge right here. I'm just gonna get rid of that. See, now the barrel sits in, which I'd prefer. So let's put this cage like so. Nope, like so in there. Get the muzzle there. No, all the way. Come on, you want to go on? It's your home. There you go. And just to make sure that that is pressed all the way in there and not going to move. Okay, that does make me feel better having that kind of straight through. Like I said, this is on Michelle 2.0s, so we should not have an issue with the FPS. So we're just gonna slap the other half of the shell back on. Like, make sure our wiring isn't gonna get pinched. Voltmeter wiring. Okay. Make sure this sits back on here. Realistically, it should just fall on, but that's not gonna be the case today. Because we're filming. If we weren't, it would just work. Anyway, yeah, you guys get the point. Okay, once you've messed with it enough and remembered your magwell piece, you're fully reassembled. I always shake, make sure I don't lose anything. We will be putting a easy removal screw in here, so I'm not super worried about that. This is going to be our battery door. It's huge, but I just want to make sure it fits, which it does, and that gives us a ridiculous amount of battery clearance. I'm just going to end up using that same screw for now. But now we're going to get to batteries. And be careful here, we don't want to hurt our coffee. We're just going to make sure our batteries are actually going to fit in this guy. Now, this is going to be a 2S job, so I have two size 2S's, and I really want to run the 1300, but we can run the 850 if we need to. No matter what, these are both going to fit in this battery door, so it's really just going to come down to FPS here. So, sorry for the audio. Hopefully that's better because you're in headphones. I'm not sure if the whole headphone idea is going to work here, guys. Truly, it's just for like these vlog style. I don't plan on using it for actual audio. What did I do with this back? What was this? What was this thought process? It doesn't. This is just stupid. This is annoying. I'm gonna talk to myself next time. Okay. Cut the wires, man. Your lipo doesn't need 75 feet of cord. It doesn't. Doesn't even need 2 feet of cord. Anyway, let me over exaggerate now. Oh, throwing stuff. All right, I'm gonna go acquire that screw and get it back. Okay, here we are. Expanded screw. I would love it to actually do something, but if not, all right, in the grooves, push down. Ah, it is gonna do something. Just not willing. Why not willing? know you're the right thread and pitch. So now I need you to do the thing. Listen, Linda, I can feel you not doing it. Okay. Well now, it's because you're not long enough. Okay, well that is gonna be a problem. There's two solutions to this, and I'm liking my first option. I'm gonna get rid of some material. This is not the right way to do this. You know, we're in a rush here. That's why this is rush. It is Wednesday. This did move the normal Wednesday video, but y'all are gonna see that Friday, so I'm not like uber concerned. But tomorrow we will be doing the dart cutting live stream. I'm gonna get Twitch fully set up today, so we will 100% be using that. For the stream, I will put my Twitch link in the bio. Maybe I'll throw it in this video too. Depends on when I set it up, y'all, because I'm trying to get these out quickly, you know, so I can keep rushing. Okay, that took like no material away. I gotta throw a screw in here right now. I don't like here so much. Ah! You know what? I'm not gonna complain. It's in there and it's held in. This is gonna be painted, by the way, so don't mind the aesthetic. I'm not a big fan of it. Okay. So now we need to get our pieces to make this a full half-dart shooter. Now, that way you can actually, you know, like, see what I'm doing down here. We are gonna get the adapter pieces we used for the rayven. These pieces right here. And I don't even know where the actual worker one is at this point, which I should find, because that's what I, you know, want to use. I have no idea where it is. Great, fantastic, beautiful. Is it still in it? That one was. Anyway, we'll go over here in another video of this rush series, but I gotta find that adapter. Need the adapter, but obviously for now we can just test it with this one. It just goes in and locks in. Obviously with the original mag release you can take that out, and we fully feed and we are locked in. It's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, and obviously we have voltage because we are at 7.9 volts. You know, 7.4 is where we should be, but let's not ask too many questions, y'all. We're not trying to open a can of worms, we're trying to close a can of worms. As I keep looking for this mag adapter, because that really pisses me off. As you guys can tell, I am very irritated by not knowing where that is. Anyway, okay, let's test this thing. I have some darts right here. That's also why I want to not use this one. 3D printed is just a little tight. So I'm just gonna get 3 darts here. Loaded, not coming out. This will be the good old mag dumpage. That's where this adapter will go, so I can run the extra there. Close our original battery door. Try and clean up a little bit because I have OCD. Yeah, so if you guys haven't learned about this whole process yet, this is going to be minimal editing. I do a lot of heavy editing in my videos. I'm sure you guys notice with all the jump cuts and transitions and little fades and effects and all the text. It's not really that much work, but it does take me quite a while to do it. But this is going to be very minimal. You're going to have some transitions. You're going to be listening to me talk. So hopefully y'all enjoy that. Yeah, let me stop talking and get back to the stinger. Right, no transitions. All right, chrono, going on the chrono stand. Which is literally just like El Cheapo tripod, but it works really well right now. All right, I'm not asking too many questions. Okay, yeah, let's shoot that. Why not? Let's just shoot that way. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so 120, 125. That is the FPS limit that we are allowed to shoot. Now, with that being said, I would love to hit that perfectly with 0 issues, but I think we're gonna fight it a tiny little bit, mainly just because of that after guy we did in there. I'm not like super confident in it. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to try it, right? We're just gonna have to shoot some darts here. So, here we go. You guys can see that. Alright, that was freaking terrible. Obviously terrible. Why are we just can't do that? That cannot be correct. We might get a jump right here, because I'm not believing that. Yeah, so that was a real big pain. That took like 2 hours to honestly figure out. We're going to be running this as well, and let me open that. Okay, so this isn't anything crazy. I was gonna run the blue Raven, but I don't apparently like the way that was going. This is just a blue Spectre barrel extension, truly just so they match. Doesn't that just look cool? That just looks cool. And being that I wasn't gonna originally run this, we'll have a full blue setup. I might even run a black stuff. I don't know, y'all. Let's just look at that. I like the compactness of the Raven. Truly just because this is huge. But this will actually be a lot easier to kind of deal with. So, yeah. All right, that is rush day 2. That is all the time I have today to actually try and do something here. I need a foregrip, and I'm gonna put a Picatinny top rail on it, truly just in case I want to mount anything, like a GoPro mount or anything like that. I'm gonna try and get some footage, which is why I need to glue the side rails in, because I'm gonna put a GoPro mount on there. I cannot have it falling off. This thing screams crazy loud. In the next rush video, which hopefully is gonna be, well, it's Wednesday, so tomorrow we have the live stream, so it'll probably be then. I'm gonna be putting a bunch of rounds through it as I'm cutting them, and trying to make sure that we will be good to go. I'm gonna shoot for 50 to 100 rounds through it, make sure it's gonna actually do what I want it to do, and, you know, if the barrel's too much of a pain, we won't be running it. But thank you guys very much for watching the Rush Day 2, and yeah, it was honestly a real big rush. We started with our Stinger, went to the Elite, and honestly, I got out the X-Shot, long shot, just in case. I was thinking about the Fury, but I hate that top prime, and I'm not running full length because that's just a pain. I carry a lot more halves on my body. For the stream tomorrow, we'll also be going over gear. I will be, you know, attempting to get myself all loaded up and see exactly how it's going to go. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We're getting so close to the 200 mark. I have the blasters picked out. Again, the Pit Crush, Fire Strike, or the Ultra 4. That is going to be dropping in the posts section alongside this video, so please go ahead, stay tuned, and vote on which single shot pistol we will be making. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, bros.